Unfortunately or fortunately, in most areas, the simple ideas are the most important ones, and they are very easy to implement also. However, making it very easy, making it very simple, and making it good for you does not make any business sense at all. So for example, if I can look at your portfolio and say, look, nothing needs to be done, and if I say that consistently for 4, 5 quarters or 6 quarters, you're going to turn around and say, well, if nothing is to be done, do I need you? The answer is yes, you need me, because assuming for a minute that I'm your financial advisor, you need me because I have to tell you that, oh, sometimes I may suggest a change. Sometimes I may say that, look, this fund manager is very likely to retire in another 6 months. He's been working well, he's been working very hard, he's got good results, and his management may not want him to continue for too long, so therefore let us go to a smaller fund manager or something like that. This is going to be very rare. It is going to be 1 in a 10 year, 1 in a 20 year kind of a phenomena. Other than that, the only thing that I have to honestly tell every client of mine is, invest more money, stay invested for a longer period. Other than this, there is no secret to making more wealth, right? Asset allocation actually reduces your return. It makes you more conservative. It makes you, you can sleep well at night. But don't think asset allocation is a return enhancing technique. It is actually a risk reducing technique. So when you reduce risk, you obviously reduce the potential return, but you may not need the return. It's completely different. If it's a 61-year-old or a 61-year-old who's got 3 crores and who's got say 5 crores and who's got annual expenses of about 5-6 lakhs, he's very comfortably off with any kind of an asset allocation that you give him. You can give him 60% debt, you can give him 60% equity, it will not really matter. But right, so but the amount of time that we talk about alpha, about how much of asset allocation, what to do, etc., it's a complete hogwash, completely unnecessary. But it's a very in thing to do. So you can't give simple advice like save more money, stay invested for a longer period of time, take an exposure to equity. When equity market goes down, sit tight. These are the only things that you have to say, but you end up saying completely wrong things. You say, oh, I think now the US market is good, so you should put some money there. Oh my God, why has RBI not allowed you to put money? Now we can do this. Now there is this Brazilian commodity fund which is doing very well, or some Russian commodity fund which is doing well. You can use your LRS and start investing. Oh my God, we do complicate things. Now similarly, let us take a visit to the doctor. If your doctor is like my doctor and very honest, and he's a homeopath, doesn't sell medicines. In fact, he's kept me off medicines for the last 43 years. And I think that's a great achievement. Not that I'm a hypochondriac, I myself don't like too much of medicines, but he has been able to do that because he's pretty blunt. He says, oh, you've got a frozen shoulder, it's simply because you're not exercising enough at the gym, right? Simple things like that. Lower back problem, some bad position in the gym. Did you go to the gym? Did you overdo any particular exercise? Okay, I think you should do so more push-ups with your leg up, and that's the only cure for your lower back pain, or stuff like this, right? So typically, what should a doctor tell you? A doctor should tell you, get up in the morning, go for a walk, eat conservatively, finish your last meal by 6 o'clock, go to bed at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, whatever, get up in the morning, do some exercise, go for a walk, eat simple food, right? Eat meals 2 times a day, like what your great-grandfather and grandfather were doing. Don't copy your father, he screwed his health, but you copy your great-grandfather if he lived till 90, or even your father if he lived till 92. These people took care of their health better than you are able to take care of your health, simply because they ate less, nothing else, right? So eat less, do more exercise, and have a stress-free life. This is what he should say. But what does he end up saying? He says, oh, what happened? Oh, I think it is stress. And actually patients love to hear the fact that they are stressed, because they think it's a sign of success. I find it amusing. But similarly, people don't want to hear simple solutions. Very few people would say, if I told them something like, oh, you put 5 crores in the fund, it is appreciated by 5 crores, so your portfolio is now worth 10 crores. Then they come and say, oh yeah, Subra, I know, but you've set a stiff target, I need 30 crores for retiring, right? Or something like that. That's it. That's the end of the conversation. It need not go beyond that, right? You got a reasonable asset allocation. You have 70% in equity, you have 30% in debt. Life is going on fine. There is no reason for you to make any changes. Yes, of course, you can ask questions. You're supposed to ask questions. Your financial advisor is supposed to answer. But the problem for the financial advisor also is he cannot tell you the truth because you don't want to hear the truth. We have been fed and we have grown on a fantastic last 10-15 years, maybe last 10-15 years at least. We have not seen much of a fall. Last say 20 years we have not seen much of a fall, and even if we saw a fall, we saw a V-shaped recovery. And then we started believing every bull story which was given to us. I would call it bullshit story. We were lied to by companies saying, oh, we are very profitable before, which was because the EBITDA was positive. What is EBITDA? Earnings before depreciation, interest, taxation, amortization, and today everything can be amortized, right? Launch expenses can be amortized. I'm not sure whether the managing director's salary also gets amortized. You being sold bullshit. There is no such thing. Things are going to change. One day people will say, show me the cash, right? When the markets are tight, people will say, show me the cash. The central banks have been printing notes, so we have been made to look very smart. Every guy today who is investing, or every girl who is investing, is overrating himself or herself, including yours truly, right? So what did I do to earn so much of money? Simple, I did nothing. I just put money into the market and waited for the Fed and RBI to print notes and take the market up. So every market is up. Anybody who put in any money in any market, prices have gone up. Whether you put in real estate in 2003 and it's a 10 bagger today, right? So any of these things have happened, and all of us believe that is our right. We are going to pay for it very, very heavy a price. If you have done very well in equity markets, maybe it's time to conservatively think and say, okay, my retirement is just 5 years away. I don't need more money. Let me not risk what I have to get what I do not need, right? This is a very important statement. This is of course Buffett's statement. You do not risk what you have trying to get what you do not need, right? So be very careful about that. So sorry, I may have digressed a bit, but yeah, the power of small numbers and the power of being able to hear simple things or not wanting to hear simple things, whatever, it's your choice that you're making. It is very difficult for a young advisor to talk like this, because you will say, oh, this guy doesn't seem to know anything and he's talking so arrogantly. With me, they may say he's arrogant, but at least he has seen the market. So when my friends and clients or cousins call up and say, I say, it's not your area, stay out. But a young investment advisor cannot say that. He finds it very difficult, or she finds it very, very difficult to be able to say simple things and say, look, get up in the morning, go for a walk, eat sensibly, exercise more. It's the only way to good health. And invest more. Whether you're conservative or you're not conservative will not matter if you're 30 years away. Yes, if you're too conservative, you'll not create enough wealth, but you may still create enough wealth to meet your goals and targets. So what is important in this investing world is investing more, staying invested for a longer period, and being able to meet all your goals. Other than this doesn't matter. Fund managers have to show that they've got alpha. Fund managers have to show that they're growing. When they don't have size, then they talk about how they're small and they're very mobile and they can move, they are very clearly, they are agile and all those things. But the minute their ranking starts improving, they will keep saying, oh, how our fund is the fastest growing fund in large cap in companies starting with the letter Z. I'm saying Z because there's no mutual fund with the name Z to the best of my knowledge, right? There used to be Zurich long back. some way, somewhere they want to say they are number one in something, or their ranks have improved, or they are more profitable. It doesn't really matter, right? What matters is keep it simple. Do your SIP. That's the only way that you can support the country, the world, the mutual fund industry, the banking industry. Way to go. Thank you.